Hello, and welcome back to the Devious Knights Silvertail, where I'm back in Legend of Keepers once again, trying and failing to beat this darn thing once and for all. I mean, to be fair, sorry if I'm talking over you, game. As we will no doubt recall, I had a rather unfortunate loss, but that's about to be expected. I do, after all, lack the requisite skills to beat this game. Oh. Training has spilled very hot drink on me. What I like is that there is now something that I can do about it. That's a nice touch. Ooh. The doctor just had a brilliant idea. Why not cynically gather blood or tears directly from your employees? Oh. Motivation for all available monsters. I don't think I can actually do that. I think I could, but it's like my monsters would all run off. I'm just gonna ignore you. I don't need demons. And you're running a full mech-ish team. But yeah, like -2 to morale. I mean, some of the bosses could do that, but I don't think the engineer can. I mean, could, but I'd be losing them for a while. I'm not willing to take that risk. Ooh. Sure, let's go to the gym and whip ourselves, and then skip over the rope that we were whipping ourselves with. Shame we don't have enough tears for the sauna. I suppose that's a sauna made entirely of tears instead of water? I guess? I mean, never mind. Let's just not think about that. Instead, focus upon trying not to die. Here we are. Now, what on earth did I even have? I don't really remember. Let me see. Can't demoralize you. That's going to be a shame, since I've got my sort of demoralizing team there. Gives back morale, and right. Well, the morale team is not going to be doing very well. If memory serves, most of their damage is physical, so maybe I'll hit with the ballista. Don't really have an option of what I put in here. Let me see. You hit at the front, you hit at the back, you hit at the front. You don't resist fire very well, but you don't resist that very well. I guess I'll put you here and then put you at the back because you're a little tougher. And again, I don't know a whole lot of choices. Still, you can resist the stuff at the front reasonably. What was at the back? Air. Neither you really resist air well. I think I'll do it this way, because I want to focus on the damage. Oh. That's a bit of a pain. What are my abilities again? They don't involve fire damage. I guess I'll try this. I don't think it applies energy to the boss. Or does it? I don't remember. I know I tested it at one point, I'm sure, but I can't remember what happened. Oh well. This shouldn't be too hard. I mean, they're just basic adventurers and all that. Ah, you're the sort who just don't let me have a turn. Never mind. Oh, you do have penalties. The armor broken penalties. That's not bad. I mean, if that lasts to these guys, that'd be nice. But it probably won't. So... now, you can't be demoralized, and you can give people's morale back. So I think I'm just going to fire all at the back. See if I can get rid of that one, because that'd be nice. I'm hoping I'll be on reasonable form today. My mind just isn't quite in it. I wouldn't even be recording today if I didn't have to. I've been playing a game called Golden Treasure the Great Green, and it's left me very melancholy. It's the sort of game which is very philosophic in some ways, and also, I mean, obviously I got it because I wanted a story focus. I almost played it for the channel, but didn't think of it at the time, because I don't necessarily always think about things. But, you know, it's an intriguing game for what it does, but for me the first two parts are the best parts. Because when you get into the later, well, you get into the last bit, it starts getting really depressing. It's a game with multiple endings, none of which really feel good. They're all missing something vital. To me, anyway. I was hoping for an ending which combined all four, which would have made me feel better. Yeah, I don't know. Is anyone out there who gets what I'm saying, plays a game which just leaves them feeling sad, I guess? Because I know I could certainly get that with certain games. Not this one. This one's far more... it's far more visceral, tactical. You know, there's not really a whole lot of questions of morality and reality and this, that, and the other, really. Other than a few potentially comical questions of morality as to what I'm doing to these heroes right now. Yeah. I suppose in case anyone would ever want to play that game, I would say no more of it. But I suppose suffice it to say, I felt like all of the endings were, in some ways, a betrayal of the feelings that you will have developed over the course of the game if you've played it thoroughly, which you generally have to be able to get to the end. See, there's still the Halloween thing going. I'll take another one of you, because I do run out of monsters pretty quick. Oh wait, did I not already have one of you? Or was the other one resting? No, I didn't have one. Oh, so this is the first one I got. Well, okay then. You here? Take you out, put you in. You can come back too. You need a break. There we go. Sure, because that puts your morale past the vital point. Yes. Good morals. And here we were just talking about morals. A monster has been caught with an adult magazine depicting humans. Will you turn a blind eye to this obvious case of anthropophilia? Or will you confiscate this and take a look at it? For science, of course. I'll let him... I want the tears, but I don't really want to have him be put out on morale grounds. Yeah, I don't really have like a replacement for him at this point. Otherwise, I totally would go straight for the tears. The archaeologist... An archaeologist is ringing your doorbell to claim an artifact, blaming you for looting it. He even dares to demand you donate it to his museum. I remember, I've had this one before and discussed on the merits of slicing versus quartering versus crushing. I think I went for crushing, and I will so again. Oh dear. See, this is far more just funny darkness rather than haunt you for the next week darkness. But I think I'll drop that little topic for my own good. Okay, physical at the back, air at the back, and air at the front. This is not good. I feel like you're a bit more of a sacrificial lamb for me at this point. These ones here, just to try and get as much of their... Because... No, I know you can do morale, but it's just one. Once. I don't dislike the idea of trying to hit them with a bit of morale first, because I mean those guys can do a bit of damage as well. But to just try and soften them up for this one. Because I kind of want this to be where they just don't get past. Ideally. I don't necessarily expect it to work out that way. That's the hope. The dream, you could say.
Ready to shoot!
Okay, Ballista. And you will dodge it, of course. Oh well. Worse things have happened. Although admittedly it means that the head cannon won't be as effective anymore. Yeah, let's just go for that. I'm sure there's a strategy around using bounty to counteract this particular boss's staff morale issues. But I haven't figured out that strategy yet. Yeah, I'll just hit all of them and demon them. Because I love the idea of the helmet cannon, because it, attacks an additional time. I mean, that thing would be absolutely crushing to whoever's at the back if their morale is low enough. But, I mean, I suppose maybe I should be having these guys later in the game to try and, like, really hit them after they've been softened up. But that would be, that would require that the first team and second team be morale focused. And I'm just not sure the engineer has enough morale focus to do that. Oh wait, your morale is below that, right? Is it? Or is it not quite? Is there a way to tell exactly? Ah, yeah. You're almost there, but not quite. That's a shame. And we'll never get the chance to do further. Wow, that one's morale is going down in greater knots now. Which is increasing the amount of damage they take. Significantly. I like that. See, them just applying their morale damage, it can potentially chase some of them out, and if not, soften them up, because like this guy gets more barrier, the more damage he does. It all works, sort of. If only it decreased the amount of damage they did. Firehawk. Alright, hits everyone and burns. I'll get rid of the guy at the front pretty well. She might just run off on her own. So let's try the Firehawk. Just for now. I love this little thing, it's cute. Bonk. Gee. I guess I'll go for the barrier option. It feels a little too late, really, but maybe I'll be able to take this guy out. Maybe I could have taken him out by going for Flamethrower. Such are the things I just don't quite know. Oh well, never mind. Go, Hawkeye, go! I do like this one. I really do like this one. The ability to apply tiredness and hit with morale. You know what, this one, plus the two helmet cannon guys, could make a pretty sturdy forward attack force, although I do like poison, and this map is good with poison. Sorry, I'm going to go with the Magus. I like the feeling of trying to pair that one with the helmet cannons. If that one ended up in the middle, surrounded by helmet cannon guys, that feels like it'd be a pretty sturdy defense to me. I'll put this one in here just because, well, no, I'll keep them here where I generally want them, I guess. Right, let's go and work out. Weights, that's very traditional. Ooh, a seminar. I don't think I've ever said that before in my life. Ooh, a seminar. I don't have enough tears for any of this. Which is the problem with going for basically one strategy. Which means... Sorry, just a moment. Let me get that. I've lost my train of thought. I've just taken over by the sudden face of this gigantic spider. While dusting the dungeon, the cleaning goblin has freed a monster caught in a spider's web. He also accidentally woke up the giant spider queen, who demands compensation for the destruction of her webs. I have nothing, so I guess I'll have to fight them and take the hit. be fair, it's early enough in the game that I don't think that health loss will kill me, probably. No. I specifically chose that one because I wanted to keep it. Thank you very much. I probably will be talking more, but again, my mind is a bit everywhere else. I shouldn't play some games. If I put you in the middle, you'll survive. But is that what I want to do? Just shoot. I'm trying to think what I want to do right now, because you hit the back with air. You can resist air reasonably, but that guy does a lot of air. You don't resist nature well, so you'll be taking double from that guy. Not quite double, but a lot more. This guy is with physical, which you can also resist a bit, and a bit better, and I want you to live most. Really? But whoever I put at the back is going to die. Including you. So I guess I'll just put you at the back, because why not? Yeah, okay. This isn't a great lineup for me, I don't think. But, all I really need is that it lasts a smidgen of time. Okay, physical at the front. These guys have a bit of armor, but maybe not enough armor. They have good nature resistance, so I will put you here. You might survive a little bit. Put you in the middle to protect you, and you at the back just because you're the tankiest, although you really don't have good air resistance. Such is life. Okay, fire. Ow. Right. Hits their morale and, most importantly, reduces their damage? Yes. That's the idea. Reduces their damage to give more time to put more debuffs on them. Is the idea. Now then, oh good grief, you're not gonna last. It's very demoralizing to me. I forget, is helmet cannon? Oh yeah, that's physical damage too. If nothing else, this one's tiredness can also potentially stretch far, good way later if it actually has the time to. Rightio. What are my options? Sure, I think. I'm just going to go with Chemical Cloud, I think. I don't think I've done enough morale damage to make adding a bit more worth it. Even though it would make them hurt more than this, I don't know. Zap. I didn't do very much. Ow. I wish you wouldn't do that. Highest life. I guess I'm gonna clobber you. I almost feel like I should be protecting everyone with his ability, but I'm always torn about that. Because on the one hand, it's nice to, protect the others, because the others have abilities that I would really like to try and monopolize on. At the same time, the whole point is to batter the enemies. So I'll probably kill him. Yeah. But at least the others might live a little longer? Question mark? Oh dear. That was probably the worst decision I could have made, because now this guy's not got any, barrier. Okay, let's just try a little... See, it does so little. It's not even going to fully absorb that attack. See, I could swoop on him, that's tempting, does a lot of damage. Hit all of them, which is, I guess, a little tempting. I feel like I should probably do this, because they're all still here. And applying extra burn might help a little. Ow. And they're all making it to me, that's not good.
Technically, I have full authorization to kill you.
You see, I don't see why you need to mention that, honestly. technically you have full authorization to kill them. I mean, yeah, that's your job, right? Let me see, what hits all of them and can get rid of them? It looks to me like I can get rid of the one in the middle if I hit them with this twice. He should just die to debuffs now. This guy kind of worries me the most. I feel like he's got the most damage, although you do something that we're actually weak against. So I kind of feel like I need to focus on getting rid of you. You don't have good nature resistance, so maybe I'll just hit everyone with a Radiant Bomb. Try to get rid of you first, although, I don't know. I don't know what's best. At least now they're all a bit more hurt because one of them died. Sorry, demoralized because one of them died. He's still doing the most damage. And I feel like I could almost get rid of both of them if I could just hit them again. I'm just gonna see if this will do it. I think it will. There we go. Ooh. Ah, artifacts. Mechas gain haste if they have barrier points. Tempting. Applies burn to all heroes when a demon is defeated. Don't really have those. Monsters in a room gain 2 random bonuses at 3 at the start of a fight if they all share the same type. Ah. Interesting. I don't think that's going to activate that option that much, though. I mean, I do mostly focus on mechas, but not exclusively enough for it. I might just go for this, because that benefits mechas as well. And hey, if they hit first, then they might be able to hit twice. As opposed to just hitting once, maybe. Speed boosts are always a questionable thing in games. Because I feel like you have to ask, is it worth it? Often it is, but then maybe not always. The reason I say that is, if you hit first, then great, you hit first. If you can defeat your enemy in the first hit, then speed is of absolute utmost importance. It's like if I'm ever playing Pokemon. Speed is... Yeah, sure. If I'm ever playing Pokemon... Oh, that makes me sad. What do I get? When a demon's defeated. I might have a demon? Do I? Fine, I don't even... The trick is, at this point, I don't care about you, so off you go. And if I have any demons, it'll help. I'll pay them in physical blood. I don't like doing it, but my health is low. I keep getting sidetracked by the game. Right, I'll accept this and make sure I don't spend the money.
Stronger heroes.
Yes. I'm sorry to dismiss you out of hand, but I do have other things to focus on. Anyway, like I was saying, because I'll forget otherwise, like if I'm playing Pokemon, I focus on speed, because you can often defeat your opponent in the first... Oh, you. I hate you. This will put you here. You have no nature resistance, you don't really have much either. Ugh, we'll just do it this way to protect this guy, I guess. Don't like it. But such is the way of things. Of course, that mech thing was only when they had barrier. Oh, I don't know. I feel like I haven't made a lot of good decisions. So I could hit you with this, but it won't last. It might last long enough to hit there, which would mean that that other trap would work better. Okay, fine. Yeah, when I do play Pokemon, like I said, because I keep saying the same thing over and over again because I get distracted. The point is, in that game and games like that, speed is of utmost importance because hitting first is very important. It means that you can, if you can finish something in 1 or 2 hits, then it means that you don't get hit twice. Here, though, if my things are probably going to get killed pretty quick, it's almost like they're not going to benefit from it. Possibly. Depending on how other things go. Hard to say. I'll put you in the front just because you're a little bit tanky, honestly. You're gonna stun lock. So I'll put you here to get stun locked, sorry. I'll put you there because I quite like you. And then I'll hope that I don't die. I'm not sure I like the look of this, actually. It would be a shame, although I wouldn't necessarily be surprised. I am a bit distracted today. I suppose maybe I should just try to not put a penalty on her for once. What a revolutionary idea. Except I always put penalties on everything, because that's how I play. Good grief, how on earth have you taken this much damage already? Before you even got a turn? That's a little demoralizing. Ow. See, you only got hit once. Would that have changed by him striking first? I don't think it would. Because they all hit once and he was down. Whether he struck first or last, he would still have the same amount of attacks. Well, if he'd hit last, he wouldn't have gotten any attacks. So that's where speed could come into play. But it's almost like that just isn't an issue. Not an issue often enough to make it worth it. So I don't know what I feel about speed in this game. I guess my long, incredibly rambling point would get there. No point having easy target. Slowed wouldn't be bad, it would mean that we definitely get some attacks off. I'm gonna go for the Frostbite because I just need to do more damage at this point. As I feared, I didn't get a whole lot of progress. Do you have a lot of armor? A fair bit of armor. You wouldn't give that much power, honestly. Just bonk you with this. And hope that you survive. Maybe an extra turn against them or something. Probably not, if they're doing 6. No, still no. Okay, I could swoop on her, tempting. Hitting all of them seems pretty important though. But trying to take out... Can I take them out though? I need to focus on softening them as much as possible so I can try and actually get rid of some when it gets there. Because they're going to get through me. I feel like no matter what way I slice it, this isn't going well. Let's do this, not because I feel it's the best idea, but just because I... If this guy can survive one more turn against her, just one, then it'll delay her attack on this guy, assuming that it even gets that far. But he's got a lot of barrier now. Yeah, he might survive their 2 attacks. Maybe? Hard to say. Could swoop, would hurt her a lot. Could do that, would take him out. I'm gonna go for the kill. One less of them is great, also hits their morale. I think that was the better choice. Now see, otherwise she would have hit him at this point. And if he can survive this guy's attack, oh, never mind.
Work harder, kill harder.
I mean, it was close. He almost could have survived that, I think. Okay, while I actually have barrier points. Okay, that was pathetic. At least the guy at the front I don't think will last. Fortunately, my boss is immune to being stun locked. How nice. Ooh, that does a lot of damage. How much air? Right, you're weak to air. That's actually good. That means that I have advantage against you. Maybe that's something I need to consider in the future. The fact that that boss wouldn't necessarily have been that much of a danger. I could potentially have almost fended them off with the barrier points I got from that attack. Ooh, I do like the crystal skull in this game. But with the vanquishing of that champion, I fear this particular journey has come to an end. And I think most of my creatures need a vacation as well. So, oh good grief, I actually don't have enough of them. Oh wait, no, I do. I can put you here, and I'll put, good grief. You get barrier points if the morale is under 50, huh? I'll put you here, because maybe... I guess we'll find out next time if that works or not. And I'm sure I'll be like, why on earth did I put this here? I definitely need to hit the next event before I spend my money. I need to remember that. It's so tempting. It's so tempting to spend it here, but I need to make sure that I don't have that thigh supplier problem. Because I have too few monsters as it is. Anyway. This was Silvertail. Be sure to come back if you like what you see. Remember to always pack a plan D. Because here there be dragons.